Season Pass, sponsored by Kelly Grimsley Kia.
Welcome, everyone, to the one-stop shop for everything Concho Valley sports and that Season Pass. I'm your host and server of highlights, Ryan Reynolds. So please, take a seat, relax, because we have a great show in store tonight. We have highlights from 18 games, as well as sports news from around the area. But first, we start in Very Best, where Very Best ISD received a verbal reprimand from the District Executive Committee for District 11-1A after a hearing Thursday morning regarding allegations of violating UIL Constitution and Conduct Rule 441A3, booster clubs paying for athletes to attend non-school team camps. The allegations are centered around Very Best student athletes working at a concession stand, earning money towards tuition for the Lubbock Christian basketball team camp held in June. When the time came to pay, the booster club wrote a check with the money earned by student athletes instead of the athletes or their families submitting the payment themselves. The committee voted unanimously 6-0 that a violation occurred and for a verbal reprimand. Very Best ISD Superintendent Ryder Appleton confirmed Very Best will not be appealing.
District Executive Chairman, Mr. Seiler, I am very pleased with his level of professionalism through this entire process. The ambiguity, the gray area that existed, I'm not sure that we ever landed in anything black and white today.
As with all rules and all rules interpretation, you've always got gray area and everything, and I think, that's the hard part about being an administrator and serving on these kind of committees, is that you have to deal in that gray area, and you have to make the best decision you can with the information that you have. I think the committee's decision is in line with what is in the Constitution contest rules.
Rules are rules. Very Best ISD receiving a verbal reprimand, which brings us to Tuesday night's action and a good place to start our highlights. How did the Very Best Falcons and Lady Falcons do? You might ask. District play heating up across the Concho Valley. Very Best taking on Water Valley. Great start for the Wildcats, especially for Josiah Padilla. Back-to-back threes to give them a 6-0 lead. But here come the Falcons. Chance Rubel passes ahead to Bobby Dunn. Gets around his defender and floats it up and in. Very Best taking the lead 10-6. Next play, Falcons. They get the steal. Gets it to Rubel and a quick pass to Joshua Bolin for the jumper. That caps off a 12-0 run for the Falcons. Very Best gets the road win in Water Valley, 64-47. Water Valley girls hosting 25th ranked Very Best. Lady Falcons led 23-19 at halftime, but Water Valley was aggressive in the third quarter. Quick ball movement to Bailey Dawson and the bucket. 11 points for her. Tuesday night, Water Valley takes the 1-point lead. Very Best would retake the lead up by 5 in the fourth. In transition, Kennedy Wheelis lays it in and is fouled. Free throw no good. Lady Falcons up 35-27. Water Valley would close the gap, though. Kristen Greba knocks down the triple. Just a 3-point lead for the Lady Falcons, but Very Best would end up pulling away late to win 43-34. The Lady Falcons remain perfect in district at 5-0. We'll see a little more from them later on in the program. Blackwell, where the number 14 Lady Hornets look to protect home court against District 11-1A rival Bront. That is actually Wall taking on Ballinger. A little misplay there. Ballinger, they get that shot to fall, but Wall would end up coming out on top in this one. If we can go ahead and show a final score there. 42-22. That is, again, the Blackwell Bront score. We'll get back to that, folks. So here we go. Blackwell trying to pick up its second win in District 11-1A, taking on Bront, led by Rocky Rawls. This is the correct game, folks. First possession of the game for Bront, and that's the start they're looking for. Hunter Hortenstein drills the three. That would be the Longhorns' only lead of the game. Michael Lowry, bada bing, bada boom, drills that three. And then again, you cannot give this guy enough. Michael Lowry getting the bucket. And then how about one more time? You cannot give Michael Lowry this much space. They kick it out to him, and look, he just spots up and drills the three. Michael Lowry had a game in this one as Blackwell comes out on top. They win 46-32. So we go out to Wall America. Here's that game. Ballinger and Wall. This one was a close one. Ballinger came out of halftime with a 1-point lead. Third quarter now. Kylie Phillips pokes the ball away and finishes it on the other end. Wall up by 1. The other end, Ballinger, they're going to answer Addison Martin to Rosemary Delgado. Lady Bearcats retake the lead, but Wall would start to pull away in the fourth quarter. Landry Reynolds comes away with the steal. Kendara Barnett would miss the layup, but Phillips gets the no-look putback. The Lady Hawks up by 7, and then Phillips coming off the screen buries the jumper. She finished with a game-high 14 points. Wall gets the win at home. This is the correct score, 36-24. The boys' game then followed, and the Wall shooters were on display early. First Hawks possession, Everson Armstrong finds Austin Williams. We've seen this before, buries the triple. Now it's Armstrong's turn. Lex Dusick finds him on the wing, knocks down the 3, bang. Hawks up by 6, but Ballinger would fight back. Kendrick Manley comes off the screen and nails a 3 of his own. Wall took an 11-point lead into halftime. Ballinger would make this one close in the second half, though. Wall would win 42-38. Grape Creek taking on TLCA. One Eagle team trying to get their first district win, the other trying to stay unbeaten. Grape Creek tried to keep it close early on. Penland hits the floater from the angle. A tough shot from him, but he gets it to fall. And then Reza drives in and gets the layup to go. No 20-minute wait on that to-go order. Grape Creek, they only trailed by just 5. But TLCA's offense came alive in the second. Harding drives baseline, and his floater falls. A lot of floaters in this one, if you can't tell. You also can't have TLCA highlights without this guy. Javon Everett intercepts the pass and calmly takes it and hits the floater. He had 14 in the first half. TLCA took a 42-17 lead to the break, and they come out on top to remain unbeaten in District 4-3A, 77-37. Ozona taking on Cristoval in District 7-2A action. It was a close one in the second. Ozona's Galindo gets the running jumper to fall. Lady Lions trail by just 2 points. Things turn around after that, though. Vaughn casually gets her defender in the air and just goes around her for the easy layup. Look at that move. She had 14 in the first half. Cristoval led 28-13 at the break. Third quarter now. Cristoval still pulling away. Jones steps up and bangs home that 3. Lady Cougars go up 31-13. They won't look back from there, folks. Cristoval uses a big second half to get a win, 60-24. Action from Tuesday night coming up next on Season Pass. Who wants some more high school basketball highlights? These are on the house. Action from Friday night coming right up.
The sale and clearance event is going on now at Ashley Home Store. We're making room for 2020. For a limited time, take an extra 50% off big brand name mattresses and already discounted merchandise and accessories. Plus, ask how you can qualify for a free 4K Smart TV. Only at your Ashley Home Store.
The flu sucks everything out of you. The fever, aches, and chills can flatten you fast. Prescription Xofluza can help you feel better in just over 2 days. Over-the-counter medicines just treat symptoms. Xofluza is different. It attacks the flu virus at its source with just 1 dose. But your window for prescription treatment is short. Ask your doctor about Xofluza within 48 hours of your first symptoms. Xofluza treats the flu in people 12 years and older whose flu symptoms started within the last 2 days. Before taking Xofluza, tell your doctor if you're pregnant, nursing, and all the medications you take. Do not take Xofluza if you are allergic to baloxavir marboxyl or any of the ingredients in Xofluza. If you develop an allergic reaction, call your doctor immediately. The most common side effects are bronchitis, nausea, diarrhea, sinusitis, and headache. The sooner your doctor prescribes Xofluza, the sooner you can start feeling like you, not the flu. Xofluza, 1 dose can do it. Visit Xofluza.com to download a coupon.
We switched.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy for my family. I switched for more room. Hey. We switched.
Why do we switch?
For adventure. For this.
See why people are switching to Chevy.
I'm never switching back.
Get $3,000 cash allowance on all Trax models. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Ashley Home Store's sale and clearance event is going on now. Get up to 30% off or get 0% interest for 60 months. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Friday night saw a lot of good teams go head-to-head. Unbeatens, district rivals, ranked matchups, the list goes on. A whole lot more. First up, a battle of unbeatens in District 3-6A. Out to Central, battle of the unbeatens. District 3-6A Lady Cats taking on the LD Bell Lady Raiders. Opening quarter, Central beats the press and gets on the board first. Angelina Humphreys finds Layla Young. She puts it in, but LD Bell would respond with a huge run. Masa Nubani lining up, banging that triple. That gives the Lady Raiders the lead. Later in the first, a lot more scoring. This one by Kyla Davis gets the bucket to go. That's a 19-0 run by LD Bell. Under 10 seconds left. Alyssa Barron with the drive and feed to Humphreys. She knocks down the shot at the buzzer. Central trailed 19-4 at the end of the first quarter. More of the same in the second. It's the story. It's LD Bell scoring. Davis dishes to the Alabama commit Myra Gordon. She makes it look easy. That puts the Lady Raiders up 23-6. Central suffers its first loss in district, 61-35. The final score. The Sonora Lady Broncos took care of business against the Grape Creek Lady Eagles Friday night. 38-2 the final score. Sonora picking up the District 4-3A win, and it was a special one for Lady Bronco head coach Clayton Harris. His 300th career victory. Ashlyn Nixon scored a game-high 10 points for Sonora, while Bree Harris and J.C. Harris scored 7 points each. Lady Broncos improved to 4-2 in district play, while the Lady Eagles fall to 2-4. The Cristobal girls looking to improve to 3-0 in district out in Miles Friday night. Nice sequence by the Lady Dogs in the third quarter. Skylar Brooks heaves it to Reagan Smithwick. She feeds it to Tycee Lang for the quick bucket. Miles trailing by just 3 points. And the fourth quarter was wild. Cristobal up 25-24. Skylar Brooks steals the pass and goes the other way for the layup. Miles leads 26-25. Lady Cougars down by just 2 now. Gracie Jones going to do a 180 kiss off the glass and in. What a move by her. That ties the game at 27. Cristobal took the lead off a 3 by Jones and made crucial free throws down the stretch to win 34-31. Lady Cougars remain unbeaten in district play. Miles, on the other hand, drops to 0-3. District opener for the boys, Cristobal and Miles. Who wants to open District 7-2A with the win? Let's find out. The Bulldogs start out the scoring in this one, courtesy of Reagan Briley. Floats that one over his defender. Miles up early, but here come the Cougars. Miles turns it over. Dylan Scott, a nice bounce pass to Josh Fava. He lays it in to give Cristobal an 8-2 lead, and I don't want to spoil anything, but Cristobal would pretty much run away with it from there. They keep rolling. Jared Slayton passes ahead to Clayton Edmonston, does a little dance, knocks down the jumper, caps off a 12-0 run for Cristobal as the Cougars win the district opener over Miles by 40 points, 59-19, all Cristobal in the opener. Number 14, Blackwell taking on number 25, Very Best for first place in District 11-1A. Very Best had a 44-11 lead at the half. They pick up right where they left off in the third. Kennedy Wheelis goes down low for Bella Halfman for the first points of the second half. Blackwell trying to keep scoring, even down by a lot. Micra Ibarra drives past her defenders and hits the layup. The Very Best offense was just clicking Friday night. Zoe Bratcher starts the fast break, pushes it ahead for Wheelis, who hits the layup, and then Wheelis showing off her range. She was all over the place Friday night, hitting the 3 right here. Very Best all over Blackwell. They get the upset 62-29 and moving to first place in District 11-1A. Now the boys turn. Blackwell an unbeaten Very Best. First quarter, Very Best up 2-1. Michael Lowry finds Grant Gott down low. It's 3-2 Hornets. That would be the last lead of the game for them. Later, Nick Martin, you'll see why. He hits a 3 on the pass from Bobby Dunn. And let's go ahead and wind it all back and take a look at it again. No, just kidding. It's not really replay. It's just the fact that Martin's going to hit another 3 off a pass from Dunn on the very next possession. Blackwell forced to call a timeout, trailing by 7. Second quarter, Very Best. Let's just keep rolling. Cameron Collier nails a triple of his own. Very Best took a 14-point lead into the half, and they cruise to victory. Falcons win it 61-30. 12th ranked Erie County going for its 20th win in a row, this one against Robert Lee. And they showed why they're one of the best teams in all of 1A. Dawson Sparks over to Trevin Koffel. And that was just the start of a big first quarter here. Sparks again after the steal, tries for the dunk, but the ball moves around. I applaud that effort. Still counts, though. A little later, give-and-go action between Sparks and Bo Morrow. Sparks drains the three. He was feeling it early on. Closing out the quarter, this is Caden Countsman finds Sparks for the mid-range jumper. He finished the quarter with 11 points. That also capped off an 18-0 run to end the first quarter. The Hornets stay unbeaten with a big win, 66-16. Taking a look at some other scores from around the Concho Valley Friday night, we saw the Central Lady Cats lose their first district game of the year to LD Bell. The Bobcats also falling to the Blue Raiders 72-54. The Ballinger Bearcats stomp Reagan County 72-19. Sterling City beats Bront 56-21. Sterling City now 14-6 overall, 3-1 in District 11 1A. Bront falls 0-4 with a loss. Over to the girls' side, the Ballinger Lady Bearcats defeat Reagan County 45-14. They're now 5-1 in District 4-3A. And then after the loss, then two really close games in El Dorado. The Lady Eagles stay unbeaten in District 7-2A with a 3-point win over Winters. El Dorado is 18-9 overall, 3-0 in District. And then out in Brady, TLCA, the Lady Eagles, they beat Brady 56-50 for their first win in District 4-3A. They're 1-5 in district play. On Season Pass, we got Central swimming results as well as Lakeview soccer highlights. Stay tuned.
Does your phone plan have unlimited data? Yeah. Unlimited talk? Uh-huh. Unlimited text? Okay. Does it cost $20 a month for life? Altice Mobile does. Wake up and stop paying more for your mobile service. Get the unlimited plan and nationwide coverage you're used to with Altice Mobile. Unlimited data, talk, and text on a nationwide LTE network for just $20 a month for life. That's right, for life. Plus, get special offers on phones, in-store, and online. Altice Mobile by Suddenlink.
You can depend on us for complete customer satisfaction.
At Mitchell Buick GMC,
you can depend on us to partner with you on one of the most important purchases you'll ever make.
Like this Texas Edition Sierra Crew Cab. You could save $11,000.
You're not just buying a vehicle, you're buying a team of professionals who really do care.
You can depend on us to make buying a new vehicle simple and easy.
We're a dealership you can depend on.
Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Just about every big business in town knows Santex air filters, their service, and their quality. From the SAISD to Hirschfield to Rio Concho, now you can have the same quality air filters and service for your home. Come into Santex's office and buy one filter or buy in bulk, or you can have them make a custom-sized filter while you wait. Santex Services also delivers to businesses as far as Sonora, Ozona, Abilene, Midland, and Odessa. Santex filters and services are trusted by our business community. Let them earn your trust too. Santex for your business and now for your home. Santex Services Incorporated, 64 East Avenue K.
This Fritos Chili Cheese Junior wrap is only 99 cents.
And that's a wrap.
Right, but you know the commercial's not over, right?
And that's a car.
Yep, very good.
And that's a camera.
3 for 3, good job, buddy.
That's a Fritos Chili Cheese Junior wrap while they last. Order ahead for happy hour anytime.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Central Swim Team was in action Wednesday at the District 2-6-8 Championships in Midland. Lady Cats are coming home with a second-place finish, losing out to Midland. They were led by Chloe Edinburgh, who with her two sisters took second in the 200-yard medley relay. Chloe also took home wins in the 50 freestyle and 100 backstroke. The Bobcats are coming home with their 10th district win, 15th in the last 16th, and they were led by Charlie Janot, who swept all 4 of his events, the 200 medley relay, 50 freestyle, 100 butterfly, and the 200 freestyle relay. Next up, regional action. The Lakeview Maidens in action at the Burke-Burnett tournament. Friday evening, taking on tournament host Burke-Burnett. Maidens getting a lot of chances early off the corner, ball bouncing around before the keeper can dive on it. But Lakeview breaks through up the left side around the defenders, and they get on the board as she beats the keeper and scored with just over 9 minutes left in the half. 2 minutes later, Lakeview, they strike again, this time a corner kick, deflects off a couple feet and into the net. Maidens win 3-0 over Burke-Burnett in the tournament opener.
The 2020 RAV4 for whatever you're into.
Really?
This week.
Right now, get $1,000 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the adventurous new 2020 RAV4 LE for only $269 a month. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Wherever we want to go, we just have to start. Auto save your way there with Chase. Chase, make more of what's yours.
The Businessman's Bible class is not just for men. Come, sit, have a cup of coffee, and worship with us Sunday mornings at 9:45 a.m. every Sunday in the Recreation Room at Rio Concho Manor. The Businessman's Bible class wants to share Jesus' love for you, help you to feel more connected to God and fellow Christians. For over 50 years, the Businessman's Bible class has been sharing the Word with San Angelo, and they invite you this Sunday to share the Word, fellowship, and maybe a couple of donuts too. The Businessman's Bible class, where you are a stranger, but once.
So Mike doesn't eat red meat.
Correct. And Cindy's keto now.
I thought she was paleo.
That was last month. Also, Janet, the pescatarian, fish only, is bringing her new boyfriend who apparently doesn't eat white sauces.
And they're arriving at 7.
When life gets crazy, keep it simple. Choose from hundreds of delicious chef-inspired meals in minutes with Meal Simple from H-E-B.
Oh, you all go ahead and eat. I have to wait 12 more minutes. Intermittent fasting.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Angelo State saw 2 big battles Wednesday in Canyon, not just for bragging rights in a long-standing LSU rivalry, but for an early leg up in conference play. Angelo State and West Texas A&M. Bells taking on the 25th ranked Lady Buffs. Third quarter, ASU down by 21. Lana Marov misses the 3. Rebound by Sawyer Lloyd for the putback basket. Bells trying to play catch up a few possessions later. Lloyd with the inbounds to Katara Samuel. She drives for the close jumper, setting up a bit of a run for the Bells, actually. Watch this. Bells, they're going to move around the ball. Lloyd in the corner knocks down the 3. She finished tied for a team-high 15 points with D. Moore, but they couldn't slow down the Lady Buffs offense here. Braylon Dollar gets the reverse lay-in and the foul as the Lady Buffs cruise past the Bells 79-58. Now the Rams trying to take down number 4 WT in front of the largest home crowd in the LSC first half. Jeremy Hayes drives to the basket, misses, but Andre C. Bargman is there for the putback. Rams on the board. Next possession, Colin Turner drives past his man with the finger roll. Game tied at 4. Turner wasn't done here. Comes off the screen by Ronald Bell, makes contact with his defender, gets the tough lay-in. Rams take a 2-point lead. Now Turner showing off his passing. Look at this slick pass. Behind the back to Bargman. He slams it home. Things looking good for the Rams. Later in the half, Cameron Reedus dishing it down low to Hayes. He backs down his defender. Hits the turnaround jumper. That gave them a 5-point lead. They ended up taking a 1-point lead into halftime, but WT's shooters got hot in the second half and make it 36 wins in a row at home. WT wins it 88-73. Both the Rams and Bells were also in action last night against Eastern New Mexico. Starting with the Bells, they improved to 6-4 in the Lone Star Conference with a 70-60 win. Timor led the way for Angelo State with a game-high 21 points and a game-high 15 rebounds. Katara Samuel also added 16 points for the Bells. The Rams also defeated the Greyhounds. This was a close one, 74-70. Colin Turner and Andre C. Bargwin scored 18 points each as Angelo State moves to 7-3 in the Lone Star Conference, 11-3 overall. Both the Rams and Bells pick up action on Thursday against St. Edwards. That one right here in San Angelo at the Janelle Center. The Bells tip off first at 5:30 p.m. with the Rams following at 7:30. Dreams don't work unless you do. As cliche as that saying is, it's 100% true. Angelo State sophomore midfielder Gabby Villagrant is getting a taste of her dreams after it was announced on Twitter yesterday afternoon that she was being called up to the 20-person roster to play for the Panama women's national team at the upcoming CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifying Championship in Houston. The top 2 teams will qualify for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Here's her thoughts on the opportunity.
I feel like every young soccer player has the dream of going to play on a national team, and especially me. So I feel like, I don't know, it's so crazy that this is like actually happening. Like I can say like my dreams of playing on a national team are coming true, so it's really special. The fact that it's like Olympic qualifying and I'm playing against girls that I've looked up to since I was younger, like all of it's just like really crazy to me. I don't think I've fully even processed it yet.
A great opportunity for Gabby Villagrán. We're down to our final segment. Who will be crowned Player of the Week? Stick around to find out. We'll be back in a minute, 5 seconds. Time us if you don't believe us.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. Cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Or get a total value of $7,000 on this Silverado Texas edition without optional tech package or enhanced invisible view. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Let me guess. You've been mattress shopping online.
Yeah.
Does this feel soft to you? You need Easy Choice.
Easy Choice?
Yeah, that sounds easy. It is.
Can we try it?
You are. Easy
Choice. Can we take it home?
Yeah.
But we came here on these.
We deliver.
Awesome.
Find your Easy Choice. The best price, comfort, quality, and setup. It's easy.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The time has finally come. Who will be our Player of the Week here in the Concho Valley? Well, let me tell you a little bit about him. This week's recipient is known for his unselfishness on the basketball court. Put your hands together for TLCA junior guard Javon Everett. Maybe you heard of him, maybe you haven't. I asked TLCA head coach Kent Sherrill how he would describe Everett as a basketball player, and he touched on two characteristics, his unselfishness and his basketball IQ. Two things you want in every basketball player, and his stat line through 2 games last week certainly put those comments into perspective. You saw him balling out against Grape Creek. Everett helped them to that 77-37 win over the Eagles last Tuesday. In that game, he scored 21 points and notched 8 assists and 8 steals, along with 3 rebounds, just doing it all over the stat sheet. The junior then scored 20 points and recorded 8 assists, 4 steals, and 4 rebounds in their first loss to Brady in District 4-3A. TLCA is now 3-1 in district. Will face a tough Ballinger Bearcat team on the road Tuesday night. Should be a very good one. If you're a fan of high school basketball, go out to that one. Javon Everett, this week's Player of the Week.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Pools and Spas.
That pretty much wraps up this episode of Season Pass. For you guys that missed the NFL championships, the Chiefs are moving on to Super Bowl 54. They will face the San Francisco 49ers on February 2nd. Super Bowl 54, who you got? Let me know on Twitter. Follow us at KLST Sports. You check out all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. You can also download the Concho Valley Homepage app and take all of our content on the go. We'll be right back here next week. Set your alarm. Good night, Concho Valley.
Season Pass, sponsored by Kelly Grimsley Kia.